What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today we're going over a tournament that I played with the organization Diff. It is a great one, and we basically are trying to qualify for the EU finals, and to do that, we kind of just have to do, like, I don't know, top 5 or so. There's 4 of these finals, and our team played in one of them. I'm replacing one of the guys on short notice, because I just do that whenever Diff needs me, and we basically are just going to go at it. And the funny thing is, I didn't play for a little while, so I was a little rusty, and oh my god, the Jupiter's range is terrible. But we did drop Nova because almost no one goes there. Since you can res people now, basically people will split up sometimes and send someone there just to see, and if they die, then you'll just res them immediately. But luckily for us, he ran away, and we got here. And as soon as we get here, we're going to try to go for these guys. We have people on top. As soon as we're coordinated, I go in. I use as much of my abilities as possible, but I am going to have to be careful because it is really just my job to be the anchor. Those guys are the best in the business when it comes to killing, and my whole job is just to keep them alive, make sure that there's no third parties, and really, if they die, to go res them. I can kill people, as you saw, on my own and 1v1s very easily, and that's kind of my job. If a third party comes on, I just take that team on, get them all as low as possible so my teammates have a chance to beat them, or we can get away. And right here, we see that guy up top, and we really want this KP, but we aren't even full health, and we do have that team kind of shooting us behind. Just in case they chase us, we want to get over here. That way, the team in that middle will be sandwiched, not us. So we're just basically making a plan on seeing where the zone might go, because that's important. And now we're just seeing where these teams are, and we see these guys are up top. And so it's basically my job to just do whatever I can to get us up there. They're going to go ahead and spring in, and I'm going to be kind of this counterbalance. Like I said, my whole thing is to make sure they don't get third-partied, and when they're downed, I just do the dirty work. Right there, I beam 2 of them. I get a little low, but we are able to take them out, and we do a great job to go ahead and just take them out instantly. And so we're going to go ahead and res up, and we see that other team, and we're just wondering, hey, are they coming? And it turns out, no, they aren't. So, luckily for us, we go back, and once we get to our car, I'm healing up. Took a little bit of zone damage, and my teammates go straight in. I still need to make sure I get that last little bit of health, and then I'm going to go shoot the turret, but then we kind of go around, and we're kind of confused as to what their plan is. So I'm going to throw my tower up and just do what I can to beam people. And we hit a 115 one clip. Go ahead, destroy the ult for my teammates so they can go in. And then we go and we just push this guy, immediately beaming him down. And we just absolutely destroy here. He gives us all the best loot, and then my teammate goes ahead, kills the guy in the zone, and then gets that one in front of us as well. And now all we got to do is push up as the zone comes in. We're just playing edge, and right here we see people are here, so we're going to go ahead and light it up, and we know that they're above, so I'm just going to throw a little bit of base blasters up, so it just makes them uncomfortable. And my teammates really need their health back, so I'm going to go out and put myself out there so my teammates aren't the focus of the attention, and that way I can keep them alive, because like I said, their health is absolutely atrocious right here. But luckily for me, I am able to go ahead and get this guy really low on the first one, and the tracking is amazing, and we do end up taking out the whole team, and we are able to go ahead and have one really good game at the start, which is exactly what you need when you're going to a tournament. We have 3 rounds to make sure that we get to the finals, and the funny thing is, I accidentally had my settings wrong that entire first game, which was making my movement super weird. Luckily, we were able to go ahead and fix it. Like I said, I hadn't actually played this game for over a week. I just only play it for tournaments, to be honest. I'm probably going to end up moving to Bloodstrike. As long as we can get one tournament win in the finals and not just a qualifier, then I've achieved what I want to in this game. So right here, we got the car, and we're literally just wondering, where are we going to go? And I'm going to tell them where I think the zone's going to be, and honestly, I think it's going to be right outside of Nova Bazaar, but we are 3 rings out. It's really hard to tell on this map at this point, so we're going to just hope for the best, and we're going to slowly go in, and we really just want to make sure that we don't run into a bunch of teams. But we do end up getting over here with our car, and we are very alive. The one big problem is we just haven't really seen that many people. It's actually been super annoying, because we need that KP to get enough points to qualify for the finals. But with that really good first place finish that we had with so many KP, it doesn't really matter that much. And right here, we're just trying to make sure that we get this guy when the zone pushes him in. I'm just going to go ahead and be on him while my teammates go ahead and look at our back, and I'm just going to let him know when it's time to come back and shoot him. So it's basically just my job to watch this guy and kind of keep him at bay. And right here, I tell him, hey, he's low. Time to just throw some abilities and make sure that we put us in the best place possible. Right here, I'm just throwing my base blasters, trying to get him to come out, and we do, and our team's able to go ahead and get that kill. So we're going to go ahead and finish him, and finally I get a kill. But the thing is, like, we literally just could not find anyone. But luckily for us, I was super right on where this was. I was actually, like, surprised how close I got it, because that's where I said it was, and it's exactly the same spot. So, I mean, I didn't exactly hit center of zone, but hey, I got really close. So, I'm pretty happy with that. And it actually put us in a great spot in the end game. And with only 7 people left, is just basically going around. And we want people to shoot us because, like, we're willing to just give them the advantage just by showing us where they are. And as soon as we go up these ropes, all hell breaks loose, which is rough. So I basically just try to throw a base blaster and see if I can help my team in any way, and then I have to back down because I took so much damage right there, and sadly our teammate does die. I have 1 left, and I'm telling him, hey, I just got to get my health up a little bit, and then I'm coming with a tower, we got this. And so I go ahead and get my buddy's box up on the tower, and then that means we can res him later. But first, we got to take this 2v3, and they all have red shields, which is a little unfortunate for us, but you know what? Me and him are willing to take a 2v3 versus any pro team, and we'll just beat them. Our team's full NA, 2 mobile players, and 1 guy on controller, and this is a PC tournament as well, so it just, everything's stacked against us, and it being in Europe doesn't help either. It's a little rough, but we were able to kill 1, and then I'm able to go ahead and start rezzing, and we are like on 1 second, 0.3 seconds, and I stop. I can't believe how close that was. I thought I got it off, but then I am actually able to get him super low off of that, and then we just have to play as a 2, which really sucks, but then we figured out they only have 2 people, so it's like, okay, cool, we're fine. And basically, we just go ahead and wait and try to see if we can find him, and just play it as safe as possible, because at this point, we don't have that much to be able to protect us. Luckily, I do end up getting a super beam on this kid and absolutely destroy him. And then Poof just goes in and does Poof things, absolutely gets the last guy with no problem, and we go ahead and get another good game under our belt. All we need is 1 more good game to qualify. Honestly, we could probably qualify off the last one alone, but what we want to do is get first place in this qualification. So Bionic is probably the best team other than Uragi in EU. EU has a lot more competition than NA and just a lot better tournaments, so that's why we end up going over, and it's to play people like Bionic. And right here, we are doing a really, really great job of being careful and patient and working together as a team, which is something we kind of had to work on because we're just a bunch of players that like to just full send on people. And I realize as long as I stay a little bit back and kind of just give them the support they need, they can go and be psychos, and I can benefit from it by literally just hitting one-shot beams when they need me. I can go ahead and clean it up if they both die. I can probably kill all 3 of them because I know they're going to be low, and I have the confidence to go in there and take that 1v3, sometimes to our detriment, not gonna lie. But we do end up getting out because we wanted to kill this duck side. We didn't even care that we got shot before. And this is mostly because we're pissed off in that last game. We literally could not find anyone. But we do find the duck side, and we know there's another team up on the hill, and we really want to take that. And then all of a sudden, we just realized, wait, there's another team right next to us. What is going on? Luckily, it is one-shot beam, no problem, and we are able to go up and get him just absolutely destroying. And I just want to say, I never use this stupid weapon. I hate it. I'm so bad at it. And that's why I missed every shot with it. But when it comes to the AK, I never miss. Same with the porcupine. And right here, we see these guys. I'm going to go ahead and just get some beams off. I let my teammates know, hey, these guys are low. Just go in there, clean it up. Easiest kills of your life. And then Poof and Rival are able to go in and get it. Bionic goes ahead and kills Girl, which is easy for us because those guys can be a little bit of a handful. So nice that good teams are taking out some other good teams. And right here, we know that it's us versus Bionic, and we know where they are because they're taking the sponsor box. Easiest thing we could ever do. Rival subbed in for Miro this game, and it really was unfortunate that we just had a little bit of a mix-up on our communication here. I absolutely beamed the guy on top, missed a couple shots, but then they go ahead and throw a dome, and they're low. I am going and getting a huge damage on these guys right here. And we don't really have to rush them yet. We can go stay back because the zone's going to push them into us. I knocked that guy right there, and then both of them go down. So now I have to push in before they res, and then the zone's coming in, and it's just absolutely rough. I do go ahead and knock the first, and then I get the other one low, but I run out of ammo, and unfortunately, we get a second place. Wasn't exactly what we were hoping for, but as you can see, 123 people entered in a PC tournament, and we were able to get 6th in the placement, and luckily, Miro was back for us on the end game. And right here, we are literally just dropping in and hoping that we can just get anything, and I get nothing. I literally get nothing. We are also being contested, which kind of sucks, but what really sucks is I can't find a gun. As I know there is someone contesting us, I have no gun. And I'm just letting them know, I don't have a gun, guys. Just give me anything. And just so you know, VSS, not exactly the greatest gun ever since the nerf, and it's just a little bit rough, so we do actually just run from the contest, because, we don't want it, and we did find someone else, so we just go ahead and chase them, because it's free KP, and we don't have to worry about it. So the biggest thing that I want to say about this that's different from the finals is it doesn't matter if you get a single kill. The only thing that matters is you winning. Because if you win first place, even with just one kill, you are the winner of this kind of qualification tournament. In the finals, which will be the next video that I make, it is all about the kills and placement you get over 3 games with the best 20 teams that qualify. And that is insane. But that's why we are playing just a little bit safe here. There's really no reason to rush out. We love to go for KP, and we can kill pretty much any team on demand. But no matter how good you are, if you get third-partied at the wrong point, you literally just lose. If you go and fight a contest without weapons, you just lose. And we basically just want to take safe fights, go ahead, and if we can get some damage, we will go in and absolutely destroy it. Right here, we got these guys low. They've already used their ult, and it's just absolutely easy. Poof goes ahead and gets the guy head low. We do detect 3 enemies, so we do need to be careful if it's a third party. So we are going to just have to play it as safe as possible and get this kill instantly. We cannot wait. We have to go ahead and get all these guys as fast as possible. So we do go ahead and get everyone low, and we're just going to go ahead and steal their sponsor box and all their loot, which was really great because we kind of had nothing. And now that we have stuff, we can go and fight people more confidently, and also we will have a better shot at the end zone. So we are going to go ahead and point over there, but we had a problem. We couldn't communicate. So they literally had Discord go down for everyone, right now. And so we tried to get on Zoom together, and it didn't work. And so then I talked to one guy. The other guy's comms wouldn't work in game. And so we're basically just playing blind. They talked on a phone call, and then we kind of had communication from all 3 through Poof, who could talk to me. but like me and Miro could not understand each other. We couldn't hear each other. It was rough. Right here, I just throw my tower not to kill these guys, literally to just block. And right here, we just need to run, and they're going in. I'm coming with them, and something unfortunate happens. I literally get stuck on a rock. I couldn't get off. Like, that really sucked. But then I am able to go in, and I just start putting out a little bit of damage, and then I'm trying to get up and over, and honestly, this fight goes south super fast, and I'm just trying to get a little bit of help in, but I know that this is not going well. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get out of there. I mean, that was the call that like the team made. We agreed. And I am just going to go ahead and res us. They aren't going to like run into the zone and come get me. So like, it's the best bet we got. And honestly, this is not the play you want in the finals. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Your teammates come back with less armor. You're all in the red zone. And they also don't have like attachments on their weapons. So we are literally just all playing with the worst circumstances possible. But you know what? We're all still alive. And that's all that really matters. And me and Pouf are just like going back and forth like how we're just so lucky that happened. And then right here, we are literally in a great spot, and we just want to go ahead and check out both sides because we're pretty sure there was a team on the other side. And so he goes in, and he immediately yells, "Oh my god, there's a lot." And so what we do is we tell Miro to run as fast as he can, and my job is not to kill them, it's literally to hold them off so Miro can get out. And luckily, I was able to crack a lot of their shields, and that gives him time to run, and he does his thing with the Maggie. And yes, this is the second time we had like our whole team die, and then we just got out like by the skin of our teeth, and we were able to go get that res. But the thing is, like I said, kills do not matter. The only thing matters is the end game and getting a good placement. And honestly, we're in a really good spot. It's actually crazy that this worked. And then we go to this side because we want to go ahead and get some loot if we can. We don't have good armors. We don't literally have anything, like no scopes. And I thought I got stuff, but I didn't actually stay there. So I have the worst attachments. Like, I don't even have a scope. Like, we are in serious trouble here. Or, okay, by we, I mean me. Because I don't get a scope. I don't have good shields. Like, this is not what I want in a finals tournament lobby in the EU. But then we found, like, this guy that I was just so desperate to go get any attachments. And so now I have green attachments and a scope. That's great. Yay. But, honestly, that's all you really need. Because we have priority to the backside of zone, and absolutely no one was here. So what we did was we just played it slow, and then we just creeped up, and then we waited. And the reason for this is we heard like 80 Mayshell ults, and we just were like, let them fight it out, and we'll just take the rest. Like, Uragi's right there, and they just got taken out by Bionic. And Uragi is literally the best team in EU. And then you have Bionic, which is most likely second. And so it's just like, okay, cool. So we just saw Uragi get gone, and we can go in. Like, nothing could stop us, right? Well, that's what I thought, and guess what? This is when he decides that he's gonna go ahead and disconnect. Thanks, Miro. That's so great, bro. Like, he just disconnects, and we are in the finals fight. So what I do is I just beam this guy, go ahead and kill him, and make sure that he dies for real, because that means they can't do anything. And I am just putting out sprays. I don't even care if I hit people. I just don't want them to come kill my guy who's disconnected, which, by the way, they ended up killing him by accident with like some fires. So I go to get him, and then I get hit by the fire and the zone, and it was just like a really bad idea. But then we realize it's a 2v2. I go in, and I'm able to go ahead and take your Hoggy shields and stuff. And we just say, hey, you know what? Let's full send it. Like, they can't do that much. Like, me and him are way better team fighters than these guys. Even though they're some of the best in EU, we're some of the best in NA. We will take any team fight, and we get some damage out. And right here, I absolutely beam this Mayshell. And I already killed their teammate on that tower. And I know this guy's waiting, and he's just hoping he can heal in zone. So I just go and kill him, getting all three of them to go ahead and win. And we were really low. His plan actually almost worked, but we end up getting it. All 3 of my kills that game, by the way, were our 3 kills, and yes, that does make it to where we get first place in the qualifier. And that makes it to where we qualify as the number 2 team. Uragi's right behind us, and then in front of us is Kuraga, who's also a very good team in this region. And yeah, we're promoted to the finals, which will be my next video.